You're listening to the IDG Podcast with IJB
God dang it, he found a loophole.
and Snowy.
Well, I'm sorry that I watch people beating people up.
IDG Podcast.
What's going on, guys? IJB coming at you with my friend Snowsurfer for... Yeah, say hi.
Hello, I'm taking off my sandals.
Yeah, that's...
Because I'm classy and wear socks at the same time.
Oh, good for you. Anyways, coming at you here with another new episode of quite possibly the weirdest and
Last
oddest
episode.
No, not the last. Not the last. And this is the no. Quite possibly the weirdest and the cheapest podcast of all time, IDG Pod. Yeah.
And you can tell it's cheap because I'm rocking my wooden chair here.
Like his... Yeah, that used to be my grandma's chair, I think, actually.
Oh.
If you look on the legs of the chair, you can see it's all dog-bitten and everything.
Oh, really?
I think it is.
Oh my gosh, it is.
That's crazy. Anyways, so I have a funny story for you guys. If you want to hear it, you don't really have a choice if you're listening to this.
They can turn it off. Save yourself. No,
Dang you, finding loopholes. Anyways, so they weren't supposed to know that.
They weren't supposed to know.
Anyways, so here's a funny story for you guys. So I think most of you would know of the Siri feature on iPhones. You know, it's similar to Google's feature on their phones, and Microsoft's, rip-off feature like Cortana or whatever the heck it's called on their phones.
Cortana? That's from Halo.
Anyway, so, so the other day, not the other day, it was like 3 weeks ago, I was playing around with Siri on my iPhone, and I was, just messing around with it, seeing what I could do. And so I remembered a feature I'd messed around with on other people's phones before, and I said, "Hey Siri," Siri goes, "Oh, yes." Siri goes, "Yes." And I go, "From now on, call me sexiest man alive." And it goes, "Okay, I will call you sexiest man alive." So it does that, and weeks pass. So we're, a couple weeks later, I'm with Snowsurfer. I'm at my grandparents' lake house, and we'd gotten there to find that the air conditioner was broken. So we were calling an air conditioner attendant, not an air conditioner attendant, like an air conditioner repairman.
It's really hard to find repairmen in space.
An air conditioner repairman. So we were calling him, and I was, my dad was on the way. I had come with my grandparents, and my dad was on the way. So usually when I text my dad, it shows my dad's first name, right? And I was going to text him, by the way. I'm awful at this. I was going to text him, by the way.
Can I go?
No.
Yes. Okay, so what happened was... This is what happened. We were going to space station, and we were like, and then we were like, oh no, warp temperature is malfunctioning, and we're like, we need to call up repairmen. And so we called him, and he was like, here. And like not here because he actually wasn't there till a couple days ago. And then IJB and I were like, let's go to our space pod and just like chillax in because there's like a space ocean and you could like drive around in it. And we're like, let's pretend we're driving to space pod. And we're like, okay. And then we were like on his space phone and we were like, hey, Siri, call my space dad. And he was like, okay, calling sexiest man alive. And we're like, what? And it was like, oh no, and then he explained this story to me, and
I didn't catch a single bit of that.
So his phone called his dad sexiest man alive, even though he said to call himself sexiest man alive.
That's basically what happened. No.
And it was really funny too because we were like looking at.
Okay, no, let me explain. No. Okay, what actually happened was we were sitting on the couch, and I had just called my dad to let him know that the air conditioner was out at the lake house, and they were on their way. I'd come with my grandparents, so had Snowy.
Oh yeah.
So
and he was like, hey Snowy, check this out.
So what happened is I called my dad, and they were in an area with bad reception, so the call didn't go through. So my dad sees he missed the call, and he texts me. And he says, oh, sorry I missed your call. What was it about? And usually when my dad texts me or I text my dad, it displays his first name. But for some reason this time it displayed what I'd told Siri to call me. Sexiest man alive. So literally,
Calling
I got
sexiest man alive.
Anyways, so yeah, that's my funny tech story. I don't remember all the space station stuff that happened, but
I do. It's clear as day.
Snowy doesn't lie, so
Clean as snow.
Anyway, so other stuff more in the national news. Have you heard about Ariana Grande's bad habit?
I have not.
Okay, so most
International
of you,
news. Have you heard about this? No.
he's
Who is
really
he?
secluded. He's a hermit. But he?
Yeah.
Did you call Ariana Grande a he?
Oh. Who is
Oh
she?
my god.
I told you. I have no idea.
Oh my god.
Basically, just asked me like, "Hey, have you heard about Sam?" And it's like,
You know that
it's
girl
like
Kat
bad.
on? You know that show Victorious?
No.
No. Never mind then. So what happened was Ariana Grande was in a donut shop with her boyfriend and I guess another friend, right?
You want to taste like? You want to take this story? Eat your donuts.
She's in a donut shop with her boyfriend and another guy, and basically she goes up to the donut counter and she licks donuts that she hasn't bought. Like, she goes up to them and she licks them. And then she goes on to say, what is it with these donuts? I hate Americans. I hate America. That's basically what she said.
You're so stupid.
You're so stupid!
So stupid.
Anyways, what's your verdict on that? Like, what do you think?
I think she's stupid. It's just a feeling.
No, but like, honestly, what is your verdict?
Okay, so let me get this straight. She walks into a donut shop. She takes a donut and licks it.
And she puts it back.
This is why we have the glass windows. It's because of Ariana. Too many people licking donuts nowadays.
Here's the thing. Here's my verdict on it. I don't care what she said about America. If she wants to have that opinion about America, who freaking cares? I don't personally have that exact opinion of America, but I mean, it's whatever. It's a private moment. What I freaking care about is that she's getting her freaking herpes and AIDS and whatever the heck she has all over those donuts that other people are gonna freaking buy and freaking eat. So that's what I care about.
I want to
That's the real injustice here.
I want to be like some guy that's like how I always wonder I wonder how this started, and it's like AIDS, donut licking. That's how it all started, folks.
But that's my verdict.
I pretty
on
much
that,
just
honestly.
stood there waiting what are you freaking talking about?
I don't really, like I said, I don't care what she says about America. I mean, and that. Well, here's another thing.
I do.
I don't care.
That's basically like saying freaking, what are y'all doing here? Just freaking. You have donuts? Why would you even want to eat these? Stupid.
But why?
But it's like what?
That's basically what she said.
Yeah.
Here's the thing too. She later goes around and on Twitter she apologizes for it, right? And she's apologizing, and but her reply is absolute bullcrap. Because what it is, she says something like, I have always expressed that I am extremely proud of my country. I love America. But
wow.
And then she goes on some tirade about childhood obesity and how it's a problem in this country because of donuts. What?
I'm 90% sure.
That's the bullcrap response. That doesn't enrage me, but honestly, it makes me just realize how stupid can a person get,
Well, I mean...
That's just dumb.
Wait, what percentage did you say?
When you say something like that, you say,
percentage?
I'm sorry. You don't say, I'm sorry, I love America, because obviously you don't. You say, I'm sorry for what I said, it was wrong, and then you shut up. You don't say, I'm sorry for what I said, but here's the thing. Childhood obesity is a problem because of donuts. So that's why I hate America.
Well, that was...
Because of childhood obesity.
Well, that was...
What?
Well...
I hate you because you're fat. That's basically what she's saying.
No, but it's I think she was more of going towards the whole general thing of we had this problem going towards us. It's just been going on and on, getting worse. And I think she wanted to say that's what she was going
So the way
for,
to do that
but
is to insult all Americans and then lick a donut.
I think she messed it up big time, what she was trying to say. I think she was just so
I don't think she was trying to say anything in the first place. And not only that, she licked the donuts and insulted America and the donuts in front of the owner of the shop. In front of the owner of the shop.
That is stupid. I'm 90% sure she was drunk on that time. At that time. 90% sure.
I don't think she's even 21 yet.
That doesn't really change the idea.
I don't know. Is she 21? She's like 23 or something. I don't know. Whatever. I don't think she was drunk. I think she was just being a, bratty 20-something-year-old. And that is my opinion on Ariana Grande's bad habit and our funny tech story. And now it is time for our favorite segment, the new, the improved, monthly, or should I say bi-weekly, mailbag. And over in the corner here, as I'm saying that, Snowsurfer is like resisting everything to harmonize. Like he wants to harmonize with that so bad.
Okay, so I don't know about you, but that was stupid. Because you're just like, make sure you don't harmonize, and I sing, and it's like perfect, like no one can tell the difference, and you're like, mailbag. And then if you didn't know, by the way, you talk like right in the middle of it. And,
yeah, I do that. Anyway, so right into our mail here. For Snowsurfer, Panda Love Armor 12 says, Dear Snowsurfer, if you could own one toilet out of all the toilets in the world, which one would it be and why?
My own toilet, because I don't want to mess with other people's toilets.
No, but I mean, like, that's not the substance of the question, I don't think. Like,
I want the toilet from the Sweet Life on Deck, where it's like that girl was like, whoa, look at this amazing bedroom. It's like, oh no, this is the restroom. I want that toilet. Where it's like an entire... No, that was Bakugan. I want that Bakugan. Toilet.
What?
Bakugan. Like, while everyone was watching, like, Pokemans, I was watching Bakugan.
Oh, God.
That
Anyways.
was a good show. I like that show. That was a billion years ago.
Anyways.
Oh, my...
Someone slept on the wrong side of the bed.
Anime Lover says, Dear IJB, why do you hate me?
Okay, so that person is referencing the fact that I hate anime. The fact that I'm sorry, anime lovers and anime lover.
You gotta
but
realize there's now there's actually a lot of anime lovers.
I really don't like anime. Like I don't like the animation style. I just simply don't like it. I don't enjoy it.
I'm the complete opposite. I freaking love anime. Most.
I
anime's just messed up.
I don't like it. I don't like the action. I don't like the humor. Honestly.
Okay.
The humor does not translate well.
Okay. So this is something I thought about this the other day because he was telling me about this. And I was like, I just don't really like anime humor, and I'm like over here, and I'm thinking, you left 20 hours at this playing it on repeat, and I'm like, how is this? Why do you think anime's humor is stupid when it's made by like professional writers or whatnot? And you're like, it's funny to me.
I'll tell you why, and here's why. The humor does not translate well. It's like British humor and American humor. There's a big difference there, and there's a big difference between Japanese humor and American humor, and it doesn't translate well.
Now let me ask you.
I'm sure our humor doesn't translate well to them either.
Now let me ask you. Now, a lot of you people that do watch anime know that this is totally BS, and that it does translate very, very
No,
easily.
it doesn't. It's so weird.
How many animes have you watched fully? Like
I've watched like moments of many animes, and probably like 20 animes, funny moments of 20 animes, and I hate all of it.
And if you're watching it, it's like something like this. You like The Big Bang Theory, right?
Yeah, the show's okay. I don't really watch it that much anymore, but it's okay.
You used to be super addicted to it. I know that much. Now,
Shadow got me into that show.
Now, if you watched like the guy that says like Bazinga, and you just seen like you just saw him say Bazinga and you just walked away, everyone would be laughing your heads off. And if you didn't see it before, you'd be like, why is this funny? Because you have to know what's going on, and you don't ever do that. You just And he is super. He does not let himself. You really need to let yourself open more for opportunities.
Let yourself open more for opportunities.
Well, my brain is thinking of so much knowledge to prove you wrong. That I just
let yourself open more.
You just need to let yourself more open to that. Just need to let yourself more open to it.
Oh God. No one's gonna be able to understand what you're saying, because you're just like hey, anime, why do you need to racist. Open mind with open and door, and yes, and open mind up to options new. What?
Every time you say something.
Okay,
it's messed up,
next question. Okay, Jay Leno's chin hair 456 says, "Hey, Snowso, my bro, yo, do you have a tail?"
No, I've always wanted one though. I remember my dog.
Is that it?
I just remember it.
Is that just it?
Yeah, I remember. I was you were telling me about how I wanted a tail, and I just thought about my dog, and I'm sad because my dog is at home and I can't pet her right now. Next question. My question. IJB's crooked sign says. See, you already have. You see, I already
Crooked sign
Yeah, this sign.
that no one can see.
Well, I always mention it. Remember?
No.
No, remember like a couple episodes ago, I was like, I'd like to sink this sign that's always crooked every time I come here. Someone made their name. It's amazing.
Wow.
If you could be 50% human and 50% any animal you want, what would it be?
Does politician count as an animal?
No. Be fair to our audience.
Oh god. All right.
You don't know probably about at least one of those 34 audience members is a politician.
Probably freaking dolphin, dude.
That'd be
Dolphins
pretty awesome.
are awesome.
What if you're like a mad genius?
Dolphin man, yeah.
Don't do that again. What if you're like a total freaking again about that? No, I was gonna bring up anime. Anyways,
That's my dolphin call.
have you ever heard of a dolphin, by the way? Have you just ever really?
Oh lord.
Wow. Anyways, you'd be part dolphin. I'd be part red panda.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they're such nimble creatures.
They're such nimble creatures. They're so adorable.
God.
Hold on, I didn't know panda no matter what.
Anyways, my smelly fish 87 says. My smelly fish, that's good. What up, Snow? What is the weirdest
What's up,
nightmare
girl? Or boy? What's up, boy, girl? / boy, girl. Go ahead.
My smelly fish 87. No. Okay, says, what up, Snow? What is the weirdest nightmare?
Up, Snow?
What is the weirdest nightmare you've ever had?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I had this one dream. I'm not making this. Yeah, I make up a lot of stuff on the show. You guys know that. But this is actually real.
No, we had no idea.
No, we went to space last week.
We believe you. You never lie.
Okay. This is a real, like very real dream I had. So I have a lot of apocalyptic dreams, apparently.
Oh lord.
Or at least when I was younger, I did. And there's this park, and there was like this alligator apocalypse, and the entire alligator apocalypse was held at this one park, and it was like the only place left on Earth, just this park, and every survivor was a really old lady. And they were either like seriously obese, or they were like
obese. They were obese.
They
were obese.
Or
they weren't just fat. They were obese.
Yeah.
Not obese. Obese. That's what they were. They were so fat they were beast. They were obese. Continue.
The beast obese. So you see that's
they were fat because they had a beast inside them.
Okay.
They were obese.
So they're obese, or they were. You just offended like a lot of people, and and they were so either obese or like freakishly like skinny, so like their skin like pulled everywhere. I don't know why. Those are the only two survivors, or no, just all the survivors. Really
you have some really strange old lady fantasies.
Anyways. And they were like armed with like guns, and like I remember like a pair of them were like just walking on like a trail, and I was like that creepy little horror girl that like it was like the like pale skin and like black hair like goes all the way to her feet, and she just like stares at you. She's like, and I was that little girl, and I was just like looking at them. I was like, turn back, and because I knew like there was alligators over there, and then they're like, we don't care, and they walked forward, and the alligators came by and ate one of them, and then this one ran back, and they were like, there's an alligator over there.
This alligator reminds me of the Great War, back when
and oars and alligators and remember and this. I'm just making fun of you every time now.
Do you remember? That's an inside joke you guys will never know. Anyways, and that was the monthly mailbag.
Wait, no, freaking! I have one more question for you. Astronaut Sloth says, "Dear IJB, today I had toast for breakfast. I went to the store, buy cartwheels, and bought some cake for the 1-year anniversary of eating toast. What did you do today?"
Well, today, I got out of bed and I made freaking pancakes with extra syrup.
I actually made pancakes today.
And then I freaking ate some freaking laser beams with a side of strawberries. And that's what I did today. And then I went back to bed. And I just slept until it was time to do the podcast. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, anyway.
Can I tell you what I did today?
God dang it!
Can I tell you what I did? Can I tell you what I did today?
Fine, go ahead.
Yeah, can I have a cool sound effects song too, please?
Do you want something wholesome?
Yes.
Okay.
Today, I woke up. I was like, whoa. I have eyelids. Why did I break?
Oh my god. Stop it, you're gonna choke yourself.
Oh my god.
Good night, everyone. No.
Oh my gosh.
And that's our show. No.
I'm literally crying. Why did I break? Oh my gosh. Why did that break me? I had this whole amazing story planned out.
Eyelids? What?
I
never knew.
Oh my god.
Oh lord.
That was not. I literally just like. I have eyelids. And
Your
then I just
eyes are
lost
so
it.
red right now.
I'm literally crying. Oh my gosh, I lost it.
Oh, God.
I did not. That was all pure laughter. It's been a long time since I laughed that much.
God, I thought you were gonna have a heart attack. Jeez. For a minute there, I was really glad I got my CPR certification a while back.
Oh yeah, we know CPR.
Dang.
We can save your life, fans.
So, I'm not gonna elaborate on that story anymore. Anyways,
Oh,
so
I was so excited to tell you about my day too.
For
I
the
just
final
lost
time.
it.
for the final time, and that was the monthly mailbag. So I got a funny story for you guys again.
I have a funny story for you. I just broke your mind.
No one cares about your story.
Oh,
Anyways,
but it's there and you want to
so
know.
The other day I was online, as I usually am, and I was looking up funny kids essays, and this one was one of the first search results, and it is absolutely amazing. This is so odd. I'm not going to say the kids' names, and I've changed all the kids' names just for their protection, so that nothing happens.
So that way, if you don't, never.
But this essay is absolutely hilarious. Okay, so this essay was written for a standardized test, and it is basically a practice essay.
Assumingly.
No, like it said on where I got it from. It said it was written for a standardized test. Anyways, it's written for a standardized test, practice standardized test. And this kid's name is Dave. Dave, which is not his real name because I've actually changed it.
Okay.
Dave after David Letterman.
Well, it is
because this kid makes
not.
me laugh, just like David Letterman.
Did you Did you literally just pick any name that came to your mind?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so for this expository essay that this kid had to write for the practice standardized test, he had to list the people, and the people's names are Sammy, Bill, Jasmine, and Karen.
Mhm.
And here we go. The prompt is explain who you would like to change places with for one day.
Wait.
And
that's kind
Dave
of-
said,
I just realized that's kind of a sad, messed up question, in a way. I mean, if you're supposed to ask like someone in your school, because it's just like saying, this person has a better life than I do, so I'd like to be this person. That's kind of what they're asking. It's sad.
so Dave says, Sammy is nice and never B's mean. B-E-apostrophe-S. Mean.
Wait.
And
Just say-
does his work. D-O-apostrophe-S.
Say it all just like a flow. Don't worry. Don't say all the weird grammatical things after.
Okay.
Just say it straightforward.
So, Sammy is nice and never B's mean and does his work. Karen is nice and does her work, never gets in trouble. Bill, sometimes bad, but mostly good. Jasmine mean, but she is a little bossy, so she is 4, but she does work, never gets in trouble. Next page. Most likely would choose the nice, honest, good kid in the class, and Karen is it. She is always listening to the teacher and does her work. Now, real quick, I just have to say this. She is always listening to the teacher and does her work. I literally thought does her work here was dog because he put the S like halfway on the line and halfway not. So it looks like in dog her work. And does her work. She tells the truth, never lies, and does her work. She listens to the teacher. She tells me to do my work when should have listened to her, then would have been much more better grades. But it just makes me angry, which looks like hungry, that someone brags about
makes me
it.
hungry.
That someone brags about it, like Jasmine. She is Karen, but brags and bossy. She always did some good thing, then she brags about it. Then when she think this, she tells me to do it, then get in trouble. So then that is why she is mean. Most likely would choose a good, honest kid, and that is Karen. She always listened to the teacher, and she is always getting good grades. She always tells me to do my work. Should have listened and would have gotten good grades. But I hate when people brag. Jasmine always brag. She gets a good grade, then laughs at others. It just rubs people the wrong way. So people who brag stop and just say, good job. At least you tried. And do that.
Hold on. Before we forget this, can we just get like a mug and just say this one quote? Like, if you do good, always keep it. Well, just repeat what you said a little bit ago.
Okay. Gets a good grade, then laughs at others. It just rubs people the wrong way. So people who brag, stop and just say good job. At least.
Can we get this on a mug, please? Please.
At least you tried. TRYED. And do that instead of saying hee ha. You lose.
Hee ha, you lose.
And I win. That is just mean to say that. You could say more better things. THEINGS period.
Oh my god.
Real quick.
Mhm.
I've heard translations of Chinese into English that make more sense of
Why
this.
does Chinese
And it is
make
extremely
sense?
difficult to translate Chinese into English because of all the grammatical and, differences and stuff. But I've heard translations of Chinese, Japanese, Korean that sound better in English than this does. And this is a native speaker of English. I mean, my God.
Well, assumingly.
My God.
Assumingly. I mean, you don't know.
Jesus Christ. No, I know. It said this kid was from Connecticut. That's what it said. His name is Dave from Connecticut. Anyways. Jesus.
America. Oh.
I mean, don't you just love the American education system? Isn't it just amazing?
Jeez, freaking. Why couldn't you talk about the American education system instead of licking donuts? Maybe we would have had more views.
if you stopped licking your donuts and started helping kids, then maybe we wouldn't have that childhood obesity problem, Ariana.
No.
I burned you. I burned you like those donuts you were licking.
Oh god.
I'm so awful. Anyways, but what do you honestly think of this? Like, honestly, what is your opinion on this?
I just think that...
Like, are you in awe right now? Because I'm in awe at this.
Well, I'm curious, like I would have gotten good grades if I listened to her. I'm like, yeah, maybe
You would have better grammar if you listened to her, too.
Maybe you would, kid. Maybe you would. Maybe you
God.
wouldn't.
How do you
Maybe
mess
you
up?
would.
Where does this person get do's his work?
Well,
Do's his work. Man, I
well,
love
how'd
that.
they spell dues?
D-O''S.
Well,
Do's his work.
haven't you ever like spelled like
It's his do. So
okay,
it's his do his work.
I know so many other people did this. Like, you know how when
He
you're
owns the do, so he does the work.
well, when you were younger, have you ever just said like when you said like of, you know, O-F, did you ever spell like O-V? You know, it's just
Yeah,
like,
but here's the thing. This kid is in 5th grade. No kidding.
You can't see this, but my face just like, you know, it's like, whoa, like hold on.
This kid is in 5th grade. 5th grade.
Oh my gosh.
Do's his work. D-O''S his work. Do's his... Oh my god, you guys can't see. Oh, Lord.
I didn't even realize I was doing that.
I so wish we had cameras. Because if you guys could see what used to be his face, you would see an expression of utter awe.
I'm just
it.
like picturing like what was I like back when I was in 5th grade. I was like,
You didn't say
I
do's
feel-
his
I
work.
feel like-
That's for sure.
I feel like Einstein now.
God. Do's his work. Jasmine mean, but she is a little bossy.
Little
So
bossy.
she is 4, not F-O-R, 4, the number. She is 4, but she do's work.
Makes me wonder. What?
What?
Is I just want to know, out of how many kids is similar to this? Like, is like this is like if 10% of all essays you got, are they like this bad? That makes me just I don't know.
Most of them were a lot better than this. Like, I mean, they're
This
5th
better
graders,
be.
so they're not going to write great, but many of them
Probably
were,
not.
I mean, like, they didn't say do's his work. And they didn't spell, I mean,
What if they did this on purpose? What if they did this all on purpose?
they
Oh.
didn't spell things, T-H-E-I-N-G-S, period. What? Here's another thing, too. This kid can spell the word wrong right. This kid can spell the word would right. This can spell grades. This can spell getting instead. But they can't spell the word does. They can't spell the word more. And this kid cannot spell the word things. All of which that he can't spell are probably simpler than the words he knows how to spell. What the actual heck?
I want to just like see this kid like in math class and he's like, check this out. He like solves like all of Einstein's series. I just want to see that happen. Like he's like D-worst in English, but in math, whole different story.
2 plus 2 equals 3.1415.
3.1. And you say I'm weird, but with this new Siri, you would understand everything.
The meaning of life. Anyways, I don't know, man. That's slightly disturbing. You know what I'm saying? To think that some kid in that high of a grade could be that bad with grammar and basically that uneducated.
Now I
It's
have a
just-
question. Why the heck did their school not pull them back? Or hold them back, I mean, my bad.
Because America.
I'm-
I hate Americans. I hate America. Childhood obesity is a problem, Ariana. Jesus Christ.
It is.
And that was our episode of IDG Pod for this week. Tune in next week, not next week, the week after next week, in 2 weeks. Tune in 2 weeks for another episode of randomness and stupidity and possibly a special guest if all goes as planned.
This episode of the podcast of IDG Pod was brought to you by Licked On Donuts. May they ever give you ADHD.
ADHD? And once again, on that other sharp note, it's time to cut off. thank you everyone for listening to us. Shut up. And we will see you in the next podcast. And we're out of here.
Yay.
To hear another episode of IDG Pod, go to www.youtube.com/IronJawBob, where new episodes are posted the second to last Saturday of every month. IDG Pod.